everyone. As we finish this series on good words, our last word is the end. So from John 13. Before the festival of the Passover, Jesus knew that his time had come to leave this world and go to the Father. Having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them, telos. So the scene here is the Last Supper. Jesus knows he's about to be betrayed and go to the cross. And one of the last actions that he wants to do for his disciples is to wash their feet. And so it says that his motivation behind this was to show them his love. And if you know that verse, there's a couple translations, right? Some say he loved them to the end, as in to the end of his life. And others say that he loved them fully. And both of those are accurate to the word that John uses there. Because the big question is, how far will love go? Love goes to the end. Love shows as much as it can. True love, true Christ-like love, is full and abundant. So this word telos, it is about where something is going. It's about the end or the goal. What things will fully be when they reach that end point. And so it leads us to ask, what's the telos, what's the goal, the end for the Christian life? You kind of have to know that, right? Knowing the end or the goal of the story determines how we're going to live. And we all have a vision of the good life, right? What things would be like if it were exactly how I wanted it to be. And we all have maybe a slightly different way that we see Jesus and what he's about and what matters to him and how we should be following him. That's why it is important to talk about things like heaven or eternal life or the resurrection, because it's setting that end goal, and we're going to live towards that. And if we're a little off base of what it's meant to be, we're going to accidentally live in a different direction. Right? Sometimes we're not actually honest about what we want, about our vision of the good life. Jesus here shows that our end, our goal, is love. The story, God's story, is always moving towards that, and we progress that story by loving. And as we see here, by lowering ourselves in service to others. If you want to know what you love, look at how you live. Right? Jesus famously also says, where your treasure is, your heart will be also. So do we know the end that we're after? Look at what you do day to day, and that may tell you what you value most, what you think the good life is, and what your actual goal is. And when we can be honest about that, we can see where it lines up with Christ and often where it doesn't. Jesus, though, he kept his heart and his mind focused on this goal of love, and that motivated everything that he did. And so our question as we end is, how can we make our goal more and more to be like him in the way that he loved?